North County, San Diego is firmly in the spring selling season, or is it? So when I look at the hot sheet data here for the past few weeks, a couple things jump out to me right away. First off, what I'm noticing is that the number of new listings is way down, not just over the past couple weeks, but when you compare the year over the year. So I went ahead and included the same week from the previous year, 2025, the number of new listings in those weeks to compare versus this year. Now, when you look at 2 weeks ago, you'll see that we had 130, I think 6 new listings that week this year, versus 230 the year before. So way down. Now the following week, which was last week, right, we had 155 new listings compared with just, I believe, 200 and maybe 203 listings the year before. So when you compare these 2 weeks, obviously our number of new listings is way down, which is unusual given this time in the market as we head into April. Now, what's that caused by? Very obviously, it's caused by the rise in the fixed 30-year mortgage rates, among other things, but probably chiefly that. Now, when you look, you'll see that the fixed 30-year mortgage rate just a couple weeks ago, it rose just about 40 basis points to start last week at about a 6.5% for a fixed 30-year. By the way, that data comes from Mortgage News Daily. Thank you, Mortgage News Daily. Which is really interesting to see that drop off in demand when you consider that the year before, mortgage rates were still higher by almost 25 basis points. They were about, I believe, 6.75% the year before. So we're still sitting at a better position this year, but the perception in the market is that it's a worse time to purchase. Now, a couple other things that jump out to me right away when I look at this data. The number of pendings is down, right? The first time in the last 5 weeks that we've had less than 100 new pending sales, which obviously is probably created by the rise in mortgage rates. Now, the one other thing that I would point out to you is that looks like we are definitely on the downslope as far as price adjustments in our market. So what is all of this data? Why is any of this useful to you as a real estate agent, broker, somebody in the real estate business? Well, I'll tell you that a couple things. One, this is good information for you to share with any sellers that you may have right now that are sitting on listings that are not selling and wondering, what they should do. If they're in a position to be able to adjust their price, the fact that we've had fewer price adjustments week over week, first off, means that they're going to stand out and garner the attention of any buyers in the marketplace. Now is a very pivotal time to be able to capture that attention because fewer people are adjusting. Secondarily, if your listing is in a pocket of North County it is a little bit more cash sale heavy, this data may not apply to you at all. So you could show this to your seller and say, we're insulated from this because of the fact that so many of the sales in the neighborhood are cash. By the way, if you're unsure on how many sales in your neighborhood are financed versus cash, reach out to me and I'll show you how to get that data. Third, you might show this to any buyer clients that you have and say something to the effect of, well, look, we've got fewer listings hitting the market. The ones that do come on, we need to be more aggressive with in making offers. Hope that helps. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a great week.